Hey guys, it's your buddy Evander here back with another Cybertruck review. This time we've got a new sponsor for the channel, TSeller. Thanks guys for sending this over for review. In their Amazon page, you're going to see it's called T Auto, and the branding says Top Fit. So whichever brand you want to call it, go for it. But link in the description below for these two products. First up, we've got a 100% silicone driver's side door bin. I used to have my ElecFresh bin here. It's gonna swap out for that, so you can see what that looks like. It is compatible with ElecFresh's trash bin, but it is 100% silicone. It has a little flap. You'll see that in a sec. After that, we're gonna review TSeller's Unique. I haven't seen this one before. It is a sun visor for your Cybertruck. Look how small it is. So this isn't intended for the entire windshield. This is to be used while driving, and it covers this top area kind of underneath your sun visor and a little bit lower. Keeps the sun out of your eyes while you're driving. If you got a long road trip, this is going to be great with the summer coming up. So let's dive first into the bin, and then we'll hop over to the sun visor. Before we get into the install, I just want to comment on their packaging. This is great. I'm not actually used to seeing these Chinese companies invest some good time into the presentation and the unboxing experience. Usually just comes in like a very boring cardboard box and nothing on it, but this was great. Feels high quality. It's a nice bag even. Got some instructions, and here is the bin itself. Again, 100% silicone. I did play around with, it almost has a hinge. Feels like this is glued in there on the corners. So if you buy this, do not pull this all the way up. I feel like it's just meant to, you peel it back, get what you want, and then it can snap shut. Because if you pop this out and if it's glued in there, I feel like that lid's just going to pop out every time you try and lift this. Got some adhesive strip on the back, so that's going to stick onto this wall. Yeah, the quality is great. I did a test fit earlier and it fits perfectly. It's got those nice angles, Cybertruck angles we all know and love. Let me see what this instruction manual is about. Peel off the nano adhesive, align with the designated position, and then the lid opens and closes smoothly, and then complete. Yeah, so very easy. All right, before I put in the new one, I just want to compare the size here to ElecFresh. So ElecFresh is basically would fit this entire area, top to bottom, and TSeller's about half the size. So there's a size comparison. Looks like it's about half as tall, but the benefit of being 100% silicone, aside from 0% chance of this rattling around, is they don't have to worry about any mechanisms breaking. If you did buy this one from ElecFresh, by the way, and your door sometimes gets stuck, I found it helps if you just get these little glues in here and pinch them towards each other. For whatever reason, that fixes the little spring-loaded mechanism. But yeah, they don't have to worry about any mechanisms failing, breaking, no parts. As long as that adhesive holds in the corners, this one should be good. But yeah, you just lift the lid, pop it in. So you got some sunglasses, chuck them in there. It's very easy to get in and out of it. It's got a nice weight. It's almost spring-loading itself. But yeah, I'm not going to bother with the adhesive. I'm not sure if I'm keeping this one or ElecFresh is quite yet. In fact, you don't even need the adhesive because it sits in there so well. And here's what it looks like from the driver's side. This is how easy it is to get in there. In and out. Easy. Approved. Here is a close-up view. So accessing it from the top down compared to from the side. To each their own. Link in the description for this one. All right, let's move on to the sun visor. Once again, mildly impressed with their packaging since they give you this little carrying bag. It's a well-made bag. It's got a nice zipper on it. So included was the baggie. It looks like we've got some clips in here. I've already test fit this one as well, and I didn't need any clips, but it looks like we've got some adhesive clips that can hold in the sun visor if you want. So that's nice. And we've got instructions. The back side is for the rear sunshade that goes on the glass roof. I have my Starlight ambient light, so I skipped asking for that one. And here are the instructions for the front. So you basically put open your sun visor, push this up into place, and close your sun visor. So easy instructions. All right, let's install this in my front. It was a little tricky for me to get an angle that you can see. I feel like that side's the best. So you're gonna move your sun visor back. The shiny reflective side should be facing out. And you should be able to see the little logo top fit says front. And then there's an angle here that matches with the angle on the inside. This is not meant to like fold up like a typical screen. So don't twist this too much. It does have a little bit of give, but not too much. And you just kind of angle it, tuck it into place, slide it up and along the trim, and it's just a perfect snug fit. But what's really going to hold it in place is if you aren't using the clips, just put your sun visor back and that will pinch it up there. I do not have any fear of this thing coming down if your sun visor is snapped into place, because it literally just blocks this with the angles. It's not going to fall down while you're driving. So that was a concern of mine. And then I've been pulling on it. I'm like, dang, yeah, this thing's not falling anytime soon. So as long as this is up, it's holding this in place. And it really just helps block out the sun from coming through this glass roof area. I know some people don't like the glass roofs of their Teslas and they block them out some way or another with a sunscreen. So this is a great option if you're going to go on a long road trip this summer, especially if you're driving towards the sun. The sun visor is, kind of skinny. You can flap this down. I don't know. It's not the best sun visor I've seen in a vehicle, but this is a great option. It's always there, tucks away, discreet. I like it. So just repeat the same thing on the other side. If you want to put in those clips, I imagine they would go on the sides here, but I don't see the point. This thing's sturdy and there. I guess if for whatever reason you needed to move this to your side while driving, okay, yeah, I could see you needing the clips. So you want full coverage, left side and front. So awesome. Let me show you up close what this looks like. All right, here I am in the driver's seat, sort of what I would be seeing. And there is the sun visor. That's how low it goes. It is basically your sun visor when it's flapped down at about that angle. So it achieves the same thing if you had your sun visor basically in the down position, but it's just always there. So that's how it looks on both sides. It does significantly, I can tell it's darker in the vehicle right now. Not sure if I mentioned it, there is a like metal material inside of this, which is keeping this nice and rigid. But yeah, it doesn't feel like it's meant to bend over on itself and collapse. It's meant to stay rigid, which is probably why it's shipped in a very large, long box that didn't bend. So that's what it looks like on the inside. Let's take a peek from the front. A little hard to see even in this overcast. But yeah, you can see the reflective material is peeking through. But yeah, it's not very noticeable from the outside, which is a good thing in my opinion. All right, guys, that does it for this video. Thanks again to TSeller for sending me the door bin and the sun visor. Great products. Excited to see what else they come up with in the future. As always, link in the description below. If you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give me a like if you like the content, and I will see you soon in the next video. Take care.